Hey guys, BriSmiles here. Today we're going to be playing Watch the Road demo. So it is a story-based game, and I believe it's about 2 hours, so this will probably be part 1, I believe. I'm not too sure, I haven't played it yet, obviously. So the story is you're just a humble trucker used to the lonely roads, deliver the cargo, follow the routes, make quick stops if needed. That's the crux of your typical schedule, but tonight a blizzard hails down on you. While you're exhausted, nonetheless. Through the snow, your headlights glint on someone. A man stands by the roadside with his hand raised, a hitchhiker. At this hour, in this weather, will you give him a ride? And if so, how far are you willing to go for a stranger? I would never. I could never. I'd be too scared, and I don't think I would know. But then what if he's like the nicest person ever? I don't know, maybe. Well, that just seems... oh, jeez. No, I don't know, man. But then again, if I was stuck in a blizzard, I'd want someone to you know, but then again, why would I be hitchhiking in a blizzard? That's a bit strange. I don't know, man. This is gonna really test me morally, so I guess we'll see what happens. Okay, let's play. This is very relaxing music, so I feel very chill. After high school, I pictured a different life for myself. Somewhere far, far away from the dingy trailer park I grew up in, a huge city, maybe, or even a lovely countryside. But college didn't exactly go the way I planned. 2 horrible semesters and my scholarship was revoked, just like that. I was back to where I started. Living at home was hell. I didn't last long. With what little money I have saved, I found a tiny little apartment and a job. Not exactly my dream gig, but it was offered to me easily because of an old friend. Commercial truck driving! Woo! No. It's been a few years and it's way lonelier than I had expected. Because of how busy I am, I become distant with, well, everything. My friends, my family, even myself. At least I'm making ends meet for now. I had a couple of close calls in the beginning, bad weather for starters, and then there were evil drivers, horrific traffic, god, the list can go on and on. But I'm used to it now, mostly. My sleep schedule may be whack, and my spines begin to hate me, but I make it work. Still, there are nights where I feel a bit off kilter. Tonight's one of those nights. Oh, I get to pick a name. I mean, the name that it comes with is Jane, but... What shall we give this depressed driver? I mean... perhaps... I mean, beautiful music, but it's a bit loud. Okay, I'm gonna keep Jane. I think Jane's a pretty name. Jane. Alright, Jane. Keep your eyes on the road. I nudge the side mirror with the tap of the button. Taking a glance at the endless darkness reflecting on it, it looks eerie to say the least. Jeez. It doesn't help that the snow is picking up. Fat, wet flakes splat against the windshield, momentarily obscuring my view. The flurries paired with my drowsiness is a hellish combo. Eek. Should not be driving while sleepy. You should probably just pull over, honestly. I crank the wipers up a notch. Need to find a gas station soon. Getting coffee that isn't lukewarm would be nice. A sudden movement in my headlights make me jump to my seat. Was that a deer? Uh-oh. Through the swirling, disorienting snow, I see something that shouldn't be there. Something or someone by the side of the road next to the weathered mile marker sign. A young man. He's got his thumb out, extended hopefully into the air. The hell? My first thought is that I must be daydreaming. But I rub my eyes quickly, and lo and behold, he's still there. Who in their right mind hitchhikes out here, in this weather? A part of me knows this is obviously suspicious and that I should stay away. But another wary, miserable part sees someone worse off than me. Slow down, he looks like he's freezing, keep driving. See, I don't know if I would. Let me just, hold up. See, if it was me, I don't know, man. I mean, Jane feels like she... Okay, taking myself out of the picture, Jane feels like she's a very independent woman, and she knows what she's doing. And she obviously feels for this person, so I feel like she would slow down because he looks like he's freezing. I personally would keep driving, but, you know, she wouldn't, so let's slow down. Oh god, this is so stupid. I mean, at least she knows this is stupid. Maybe she wouldn't do this, but... There's a plethora of wrong things that could happen, but I can't leave someone out here like this. It goes against every moral bone in my body. What if he freezes overnight, like little match girl story? Ugh, morbid. I ease my foot off the gas, and the heavy box truck sighs as it loses momentum. I pull the rig onto the shoulder a safe distance ahead from the person. The massive tires crunch on the icy gravel. He starts walking toward the passenger side door, a dazzlingly bright smile somehow lighting up his face despite the bitter cold and the terrible situation he's in. I can't help but notice how he jogs the last few steps, eager to escape the wind. As he gets closer, I roll the passenger window down a crack. A blast of frigid air hits me square in the face, and I almost regret it listening to my impulse. I can get a better look at him now. He's in his early 20s with freckles standing out against his pale skin, snowflakes cling to his scruffy hair and eyelashes, and his nose is practically Rudolph red at this point. Aww. He's tall, even from my perch in the truck cab, though I own a smaller truck, so I suppose it's not a huge deal, but he still has to lean down a little bit to peer inside the narrow gap of the open window. Thank you so much for stopping. Seriously, you're a lifesaver. His voice is clear and friendly, though a little breathless. What the hell are you doing out here? The question is blunt and probably not the most welcoming, but honestly this is the first thing that came to mind. Eyes closed, jeans, and a thin-looking jacket that doesn't hold up against this weather for long. He's not wearing a hat or gloves from what I can see. I feel a sudden urge of irritation and have to swallow the instinct of lecturing a random stranger. Doesn't he have any sense? At least put on some gloves. He rubs his arms briskly. Yeah, so my car gave up the ghost back there about maybe 3 miles back, just completely spluttered out. And naturally there is zero signal out here, so I've been— oh, sorry. And naturally there is zero signal out here, so I've been wandering around for a while hoping someone would pass by. Didn't see anything earlier. Must have been zoning out. My trusty flip phone decided to bite the dust about 5 minutes ago too. You have no idea how incredibly grateful I am that you actually pulled over. He shifts his weight from one foot to another, looking a little anxious now that he's finished his explanation. I was traveling to see my folks up in Oak Haven. It's winter break and my mom's been telling me to visit for a while now, so I figured I'd go. I am cautiously. Oak Haven? That's about an hour and a half from here. I know, it's really unfortunate that the car went bust so quickly. Are you alone? Yeah, it's just me. He meets my gaze directly, and for a brief moment, his eyes, I can't quite make out the color, but they seem surprisingly tense and hold mine before softening once again. Promise, I'm no trouble. All I need is a ride there. I can pay you for the gas if you want. I mean, if I ask more questions, he'll probably freeze, so let me just let him in. He's probably fine. Alright, hop in. The words feel a little alien coming from my mouth. Every rational cell in my body is screaming at me, but the image of him out there, I can't shake it. I reach across the wide cab, my hand hovering over the heavy latch on the passenger door for a brief second before I unlock it. He practically scrambles inside, pulling the door shut quickly. The man then continues to shake his head vigorously like a dog sending droplets of water flying. A few icy drops land on the dash right near my half-empty cup of coffee. I can't help but wince inwardly. Cleanliness is next to godliness out here. Thank you so much. He rubs his hands together, rapidly blowing on them. It's freezing out there. You have no idea how amazing the heater feels right now. I'm sure I can imagine. He grins at my curt response and glances around the truck, taking in all the various switches and gauges with wide, almost childlike eyes. Wow, I've never been inside a big rig before. Glad to help. The name's Jane. I managed to relax my shoulders a fraction. Try not to create a mess everywhere, okay? I muster up a small, tired smile, feeling a tiny bit of tension ease now that he's safely inside. Right, sorry. He says quickly, looking slightly flustered. He awkwardly tries to brush the remaining snow off his jacket and pants, directing it as he best can onto the floor mats. Okay. I'm Ilya, by the way. Seriously, Jane, you really saved me back there. He leans back in the seat, letting out a shaky breath. I can feel my cheeks heating up under his gaze. Darn. Just take the compliment, don't make it weird. No, it's alright. I clear my throat. All I have left tonight is a load to drop off at Springville, and that's only about a bit further away from Oak Haven anyways. A bit being 3 more hours, but hey, the indomitable human spirit won today. Aw. Pull the truck onto the slippery road, gearing the wipers to work extra hard against the accumulating snow. How long have you been driving? Way too long, since yesterday morning. I sigh, the long hours finally catching up to me despite the brief adrenaline spike from earlier. Shit, really? He must be exhausted. He sounds genuinely impressed. How is it, actually, being a truck driver? Pays the bills, it's alright, what's it to you? It pays the bills. It pays the bills, that's pretty much the long and short of it. Long hauls, late nights, weird shit here and there, but hey, at least it keeps the lights on. I shrug, keeping my eyes on the road. That's gotta be tough though. Ilya says, his voice quiet. Being out here all the time alone. Don't you miss, I don't know, normal stuff like sleeping in your own bed and seeing people whenever you want? I get used to it. Yeah, it sucks, doesn't really matter. Suppose she got used to it. This rig's more home than home most days. When you're as tired as me, concrete would feel just as fine. I paused for a second, realizing how bleak that sounded. Oh. That was a joke. Mostly, I mean, I do stop at motels and stuff when I'm really beat. Huh. Ilya looks out the window for a beat. That's a little sad. No beating around the bush there. Why, thank you. I deadpan, glancing at him from my side peripheral. Oh wait, sorry. He quickly backtracks. I didn't mean to offend you. I was kidding. I managed a slightly more genuine laugh this time. It's okay, I really don't care. Oh, okay, that's a relief. Still, all those hours alone, does it ever get lonely? All the damn time, honestly. Just gotta keep going, I guess. The miles don't drive themselves. Statistically speaking, long-haul drivers have higher rates of depression and anxiety. How would he know? He says it matter-of-factly, like he's reading from a textbook. It's an odd thing to state. He catches himself, though, after seeing my expression. Oh, sorry, that was kind of tactless. Probably not the best thing to blurt out, my bad. Point out the oddness, agree and reflect, change the subject abruptly. Let's change the subject. Let's talk about literally anything else. Ilya blinks and smiles like flipping a switch. Sure, since you're a trucker, did you know some truck stops stock over-the-counter meds way past expiration date, like Gray Market? Is that meant to be better? It's a good thing I don't pop pills then. You ever think about how truck drivers are like modern-day trading posts? People start telling each other their life stories, fueled up by weird knockoff energy drinks. Knockoff drinks, pie. Speaking of weird, did you ever have truck stop pie? What the fuck are you on about? I can barely keep myself from giggling. The cherry pie. You have never had it? Hell no, and I don't plan to anytime soon. Good. Keep your sanity intact. Some things are best left unknown. What the frick? I don't even know. I'll take your word for it. Jesus. It's quiet again except for the swish of the wipers. Try to learn more about his college life, ask about his family in Oak Haven, comment on the isolation of the road, suggest trying the radio, observe him quietly, confirm his car troubles again. I guess we could try to learn more about his life. So what's college like these days? Must be tough, med school, all those late nights cramming facts about whatever it is you guys cram. Lab, lectures more or less. Learning all the ways the body can break down, fascinating stuff really. That's kind of creepy. There's not much time left for anything else. Make friends, parties, sounds lonely. Parties? Come on, don't tell me you don't blow off steam sometimes at parties. Parties? No, I tend to avoid large gatherings. You're an introvert. I would have never guessed with the way you managed to hold the conversation with me this entire time. Did he really manage the conversation though? It's quiet again, except for the swish of the wipers. Try to learn more about his college life. We could turn on the radio. Let me try again. I fiddle with the tuner knob. Scan slowly, smack the dashboard. Check the CB channel, give up entirely, smash the dashboard. Work, you bastard! A tiny voice fills the void. Occurs at 9:37, before vanishing again. Has the trick ever worked? Once before. The snow outside suddenly gets even thicker now. I was sure the forecast said it was gonna stop earlier, but it's only getting worse. Shit, I can't even see past the hood at this point. Statistically, this is when most drivers make fatal mistakes. Are you sure you'll be okay driving on? Don't have much choice. This kind of weather makes the world feel smaller, doesn't it? Especially with no cars around. A little scary, annoyance, pretty. I'm gonna save. That is a little scary. Yeah, it gives me the creeps, like we're the last people left out there. We very well might be. His voice is quiet, almost thoughtful. It's quiet again, except for the swish of the wipers. Observe him quietly. We could try the radio again. Let me try again. I fiddle with the turner knob. Only scan slowly. Come on, you piece of junk. Winter storm warning. Back street, back all right. Backstreet Boys. You know it. Signal's still awful though. Jane. So Oakhaven. You try to sound casual, though I'm sure I'm failing miserably. You mentioned you were heading back there to visit family? That's right. My parents, they live outside the main town. Right, your parents. Something about his smile feels... just curious, you know, with all the weather and all. They couldn't send someone out here to pick you up, or... It seems odd, him hitchhiking like this, if his folks were expecting him so close. Most people would have called for a ride. Oh, no. They're expecting me, but he hesitates for a beat. Since my older brother gave me the car, I thought I'd make use of it. Then, well, you know, car trouble's out of nowhere. Hesitate? Okay, I get that, but just to be sure I'm dropping you off at the right place. What's the cross street near their place? Ilya's easy smile vanishes, his gaze drifts outside the window. He takes a shallow breath before answering. Maple Street? Yeah, Maple Street. It's, near the old high school. St. Lucille's? Maple Street. St. Lucille's High School. I searched my memory of the names of streets, landmarks in Oakhaven. It's a small town. I've delivered to a few places there over the past few months. I know the general layout. Oak Hill doesn't have a Maple Street, Ilya. His face goes eerily blank. You're right. His voice is soft, almost amused. It doesn't. So, you just lied to me? Haha, no, it's a pretty popular inside joke in Oakhaven. A dumb one, in all honesty. See, when outsiders ask where we live, we always say Maple near St. Lucille's because... He leans in closer. There was this old urban legend in Oakhaven about a teacher who haunted Maple Street. Kids used to dare each other to run past her house at night. But the thing is that Maple Street doesn't exist anymore. The town council renamed it decades ago after some mayor's wife. So when people ask for directions, the locals mess with them by sending them to a street that doesn't exist anymore. I'm not sure where the St. Lucian's part originated from though. Okay. It's stupid, I know, but my dad thinks it's hilarious. Guess it rubbed off on me. That kinda makes sense. Small towns do weird shit like that. Lord knows the type of pranks I used to do on unsuspecting folks. This one seems harmless. Call him out? That's a pretty elaborate story for a joke. Really? You're the one who memorized every street in Oakhaven. Who's the weird one here? I guess that's fair. Something about him is just not right. The snow outside seems to swirl thicker. Observing the road ahead for a moment, I could swear Ilya's reflection in the window isn't smiling at all. It's quiet again, except for the swish of the wipers. Let's confirm his car troubles again. I know I shouldn't, but I feel like I should test him. He's a little odd. Hey, about your car earlier. What about it? Where did it break down? What was wrong with it? Where did it break down? You never really said exactly where it stopped. Oh, like I said, around mile marker 70? Why, you don't believe me? It's not that, but... Wait, I thought you said mile marker 82 or 83 when I first picked you up. Ilya flinches. Yeah, that's what I meant. 82 or 83. Sorry, I must be getting tired. That's bullshit. Every bump on the road sends a jolt through my hands. I keep stealing glances at Ilya. He looks unnaturally still. Oh jeez. Oakhaven 40 miles, exit 5 miles. The green exit sign finally looms into view. My heart is hammering. The wipers are struggling to keep up. He hasn't stopped staring at me. His eyes were expressive when I first picked them up. Now they are so flat. Jesus. You're so quiet now. What's with the silent treatment, Ilya? Why'd you pick me up, Jane, if you were gonna act like I'm a problem? Because you were stranded in a snowstorm, Ilya. What else was I supposed to do? I didn't know you were gonna act. I cut myself off, the words catching in my throat. I didn't want to say it. I don't want to give it a name. Act like what? Say it. Weird. You're acting real fucking weird, man. My voice is rising. I don't like this. I'm trying to focus on the road, but he's right there, staring at me, edging me on. Oh, Jesus Christ. You talk like you're scared of me, Jane. Like you're afraid of what I might do. I'm not. Just shut the hell up, alright? Shut up and let me drive. Oh, Jesus. Ilya snorts. You're scared because you know I'm not just some random person. You knew the second you saw me. What? What the fuck does that even mean? My voice cracks. I hate that. I sound weak. You think you're safe just because you're the one behind the wheel? Just because you're driving? That you're in control? Shit. Of course this is what happened when I decide to be a good Samaritan. Back the hell off, alright? I don't know what your deal is, but the ride is over once I hit the next turnout. You're walking. I'm gonna call the cops. There's not gonna be a next turnout, Jane. Oh, Jesus. He leans closer, his face suddenly too close. Instinctively, I flinch away, pulling against the seat, my gloved hand tightened on the wheel. Don't fucking touch me, you asshole. His hand slammed down on the wheel, yanking it hard to the right with impossible strength. What the fuck? Fuck. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Oh jeez. Oh Jesus. News from Donna, newscaster. Well then. Bad end. 1 unidentified wreckage. Okay, well then. Okay then. Okay. You know, let's try that again, shall we? Hold up. I bet I could get a good ending. Hold up. What about we say pretty? Still kind of beautiful though. I feel like I'm in a maze, or in a snow globe even. His smile is small, and doesn't reach his eyes. It's quiet again, except for the swish of the wipers. Okay. Let's, ask about his family. Are you excited to see your family? Yeah, I can't wait. It's been a while. I catch him flexing his fingers against his knee like he's counting something. Don't want to pry. Tell me about your brother. What about your siblings? You mentioned a brother earlier? The heater clicks off with a soft swirl, leaving a sudden silence. I had a brother. Had? Past tense? 10 years older than me, he left when I was 8. Got out before things got complicated. He mumbles the last part, so low I almost miss it. Escaped before it all started, the bastard. My blood runs cold. Wait, why? Kidding! He moved away, got a job out of state. Oh. Play along? Families can be complicated. I tried to play it cool, not wanting to escalate whatever that was. Exactly, like that time, Mom. He stops abruptly mid-sentence. His jaw tightens, his smile vanishes again. Actually, forget it. Not worth mentioning. Just stupid kid stuff, doesn't matter now. Okay. Jane. So, okay then. I try to sound casual, though I'm sure I'm failing miserably. You mentioned you were heading there to visit family? That's right. My parents, they live outside the main town. Right, your parents. Something about his smile feels... Just curious. You know, with the weather and all, couldn't they send someone to pick you up, or... It seems odd with him hitchhiking with his folks. Most people would have called for a ride, yeah. Oh no. Yep, expecting him. Okay. Let it go. Maybe I'm overthinking it. It's probably awkward family stuff. I decide not to pry, letting the small inconsistencies slide. It's late, I'm tired, and I just want to get this over with, okay? Gotcha. Makes sense. Nice of your brother to lend you a car, though, even though it broke down. A wave of relief seems to wash over his face, replaced by that easy, charming smile again. It's like a mask slipping back into place. Interesting. I couldn't agree more. He's a good guy. I can't shake the feeling that I miss something, but push it down deeply. It seems quiet again for the swish of the wipers. Okay, let's do... Comment on the isolation of the road. You ever noticed how isolated it feels at night? Like we're the last people on Earth. I prefer it this way. It feels like we're the last people on Earth out here. Wouldn't that be nice? The green exit sign finally looms into view. Okay. I lick my dry lips considering my options. Take exit, continue towards Oakhaven. Continue towards. It's better to power through, I got a schedule to keep. I can feel Ilya's eyes boring into me as we pass the exit. Not stopping? Nah, we'll make better time if we... You're a terrible liar, Jane. What? His words make me pause. Why would he say that? You don't have to pretend with me. Creep. What's happening? Wait, I thought I did better this time. Wait, what's happening? Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The remaining miles lay out before me. I don't know if I have the strength to continue. The squeak of the wipers against the windshield has truly been the only sound for the past hour. It's maddening. I find myself stealing glances at him more often than I'd like to admit, but I just can't help it. Is he tired? He seems to have heavy eye bags, but I can't help but feel like there's something more behind his distant demeanor. Almost there, just a little further. I just want to drop him off and go to sleep. Okay then. The first faint glow of the distant streetlights and houses begins to prick in the darkness ahead like cigarette embers against the charcoal-colored concrete. Oakhaven, finally. Okay, we made it. We didn't die. Great. Welcome to Oakhaven. Looks like we finally made it. A wave of genuine relief washes over me as I see the town sign, almost forgetting about the strange man beside me. I pull the truck to the side of the road, a little past Oakhaven welcome sign. I could drop him off a little further, but my intuition is stopping me. This is your stop. Good luck getting home. Is it really? I give a curt nod. He grabs his worn backpack from the floor before pulling the door open. We don't bother saying our goodbyes. I'm alone in the truck again. I wait a couple of seconds before pulling away. Interesting, so I make it. The comfort that floods me is immense, to the point it makes me sag against the steering wheel. Good riddance. Oh, I guess we're alive, right? What's happening? 4 months later. What? A chill of winter has long since given away from the mellowness of early spring. The memory of that night is mostly fragments at this point. I find myself dreaming about it sometimes, though just the bizarreness of it. It's often blurred like moonlight trying to break through a thick fog, never quite forming a clear visage. I blink awake, forcing my eyes open. My hands fly over the nightstand before remembering that I have work off today. Interesting. I wipe my eyes before sitting up a little. Oh, my boring old room. I should probably spend time decorating it one day. All I have are 2 posters, a small closet, and a TV that barely works. Life has been boring lately. I've grown more distance from my friends and family, so I often spend my days alone when I'm not working. It's a weird, almost associative haze. I hate work, but this awful silence is a lot worse. I'm miserable. Oh no. Should I get a cat or something? I mean, do you want to take it in a truck, but I don't know. Then again, I wouldn't be able to properly take care of it. I can hardly take care of myself. I sigh and swing my legs over the side of the bed. Shuffling over to the restroom, I splash my face with cold water and brush my teeth before making my way to the small kitchenettes. There's almost nothing in the pantry. Coffee, toast, it is. And so I begin brewing the coffee. While I do that, I internally debate having 2 pieces of toast but decide on one. I plunk the heaviest, thickly cut one into the toaster. Afterwards, I get the mug and plate the order, placing it onto my wooden dining table, grabbing a newspaper that was tucked inside my apartment sliding door and placing it there as well. Well, toast pops up burnt. Again, fuck it. I scrape the black bits off with a butter knife and plop it onto the plates. I pour the coffee into my mug, adding whatever else I thought fit to make it taste better before settling down. The sunlight catches the dust motes gently swirling around over the table. Take a sip of coffee, fidget with the toast, grab the newspaper, I'll take a sip of my coffee. The delicious warmth spreads through me. It's a decent blend, but it only makes you crave the cafe down the street even more. I decide to read the local news first. My eyes scan the boring headlines until they snag on an article tucked inside. Oh? Missing college girl's family demands answers. Uh-oh. It's been 3 agonizing months and there is still no trace of Kaya Robin. The 19-year-old was last seen at Lawrence Resort where she'd gone with her boyfriend Michael W. for what's supposed to be a relaxing getaway after a grueling midterm season. Unfortunately, Kaya turned up missing shortly after and her family and friends have been rightfully outraged. There are whispers that the state police are downplaying or even outright suppressing information, not just about Kaya, but about the truly alarming pattern. Interesting. The face staring back at me is a young and pretty brunette with tan skin and straight nose. My throat tightens as I begin to read. Something's wrong at Lawrence Resort. Worse, something is wrong with that place. The police should have shut it down ages ago. It's a wonder that people still go there. It feels like a hunting ground. I flip to another page with a smaller missing poster on the bottom. A 17-year-old girl who disappeared after sneaking into a sorority party only a week ago. There is currently search parties underway, the article optimistically claims. Fuck. Tear up the newspaper, save the article? I guess I'll save it. I carefully fold the page. I'm scared. I should go back to sleep. Didn't I just have breakfast and coffee? What? It's not like I have anything better left to do. Do you not have like life to live? Maybe I should just start saving up to move. Okay. Jesus. Neutral ending, 6 uneasy conscious. Interesting. That's an ending. Watch the Road. You know? Interesting. So that was Watch the Road. 2 endings. It's an interesting story. A good story. A good story. I think I'm gonna stop for now. I'm sure I could continue and find more mysteries. I'm not sure if I will though. We'll see. It's a good story. I'm just not sure it's my type of story because there's not too much chaoticness in it. You know what I mean? But other than it's a very comfy feeling story, I think, despite me dying at the first part. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. Good story. Don't pick someone up on the side of the road unless you want death, I guess is my advice. I don't know, man. Keep smiling. Goodbye.